Friends, so what we saw in permutation until now is that we saw the factorial maths, and after that we learnt about permutation and four type of problems that you can be asked in permutation. The first kind was simple formula, second kind was normal standard permutation problems, third was a little bit of trick with that, right? You remember the question? Two has to come together or two cannot come together, two cannot be taken together, उस तरीके से. And fourth was some digits, how to make digits and their sum and all that sort of stuff. I have to cover a little bit more about the permutation with restrictions, little bit more, not much. Few more examples we will solve. But before we go to that side, it is better that we discuss circular permutation quickly. Okay. And why specifically circular permutation? Why it does not? Why is it not similar to normal permutation? Okay. So for that, it's some students find it difficult to understand. So I want to spend some time here. Please pay attention and let us see whether we can understand it visually. Why circular permutation is different, considered different than normal permutation. So let us say that you have this example where you have to select 4 letters and you have to make 4 letter words, as many 4-letter words you can make. Okay. In normal permutation, you know the formula. In normal permutation, you will say, okay, 4 and I have to arrange 4 at a time. I have to take 4 and I have to arrange. How many ways I can arrange? 4p4, which is 4 factorial, is equal to 24. Okay. So in real life, what you will do is you will do like this: A, B, C, D, and you will do A. Let us say A. If I keep here, I cannot keep here A. Okay. Let us say you could do like this: D, A, B, C, and then you can do C, D, A, B, and then you could do B, C, D, A, like this, and then you continue with more such options until you get 24 options, right? Okay, I am doing it in this way because I have to show you something very interesting. So how many options there are? 4 options. And then you will start with some rest of the numbers. So you may start like this. Basically you will say B, A, C, D, and then you will say D, B, A, C, then you will say C, D, B, A, and then you might say A, C, D, B, another 4, and you will create 6 such more combinations you will be able to create. Now the problem is this, in circular permutation, you will be surprised when I tell you that this all is equal to same permutation, same arrangement. How come? ABCD, DABC, CDAB, BCDA, how? It doesn't look like same, right? But let us see how it is same. I write A, okay, and let us say I'll go like this. I write B, then I write C, and then I write D, okay. Fine. And then let us take the another one, D, and I write A, and then I write B, then I write C, like this. I am saying that in circular permutation they are same, okay. So how they are same? You just have to look at this. Either you just rotate this first one, you rotate it by 90 degree or clockwise, or take this one and rotate it 90-degree anti-clockwise, and you will find that it is the same combination. It will look similar. In what way it is similar? That everybody has the same neighbors. On the left side, the same guy is there, right side. In both the cases, left side, the neighbor is the same, right side, the neighbor is the same. So in circular permutation, okay, when you make something like this, you will not be able to find out that these are two different arrangements, and therefore you see that every time four such in this case we have taken four, so four such entries all the time, right, are looking same if you just rotate them in the circle. And that is why when you calculate circular permutation, the number of unique arrangements that we talk about is not n factorial, it is n factorial by n. You divide by n and it becomes n minus 1 factorial. So as far as ABCD normal permutation is concerned, answer is 24. Circular answer is 4 minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 factorial is equal to 6. So only 6 arrangements are there in circular permutation, whereas 24 arrangements there are there in normal permutation. So that is point number 1 you have to remember. Okay, so we can solve a quick question. In how many ways can 8 persons be seated at a round table? Normally you have to take 8 out of 8. You will say that hey, it is 8 factorial, but in this particular case, because it is a round table, you will say it is 7 factorial, 1 minus. The number of ways in which 7 girls from a ring is, 7 girls form a ring. Ring they are forming how many? 7. So in normal case you will say 7 factorial if it is a normal permutation, because you have to choose 7 out of 7 arrangements. In this particular case it is a ring, so you will say 6 factorial, which is actually 720. So you go ahead and C is the answer. As simple as that. Circular permutation, it is not n factorial, it is n minus 1 factorial, where n numbers have to be arranged in circle. So how many unique ways are there? So we are saying only n minus 1 factorial unique ways are there. I want you to remember just one more thing about circular permutation, or understand one more thing about circular permutation. Okay, so let's say that A and B and C and D and E and F are flowers, okay, are flowers, and we are making a necklace. So this only is very sensible when we talk about necklace, and you will see why am I saying so. So what will happen is that A, so let us make a hexagon, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, so this is a necklace which we have made using 6 flowers, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now you take this necklace and you keep on the table, okay, and somebody comes and puts it like this, other way around, which is definitely possible. So they take it and then they turn it over. So when they turn it over, what will happen? F will remain here only, E will remain there, and then B will come this side, C will be here, and D will be here. So it is the same necklace. So are we counting the same thing twice? That's the question. So yes, in terms of necklaces, you see, in terms of necklace, when we calculate how many, using let us say 6 flowers, how many unique necklaces are possible, we actually don't say n minus 1 factorial. We actually say n minus 1 factorial by 2. Why? Because I just change it like this and it is the same necklace. So why am I counting it twice? That is the whole concept. Okay, even otherwise, if we are to say that, hey, look, there are 2 cases all the time when we do circular permutation where my neighbors are the same, C and E in this case, E and C in this case. Only thing is that one is sitting in the left in this particular case, the other one is sitting on the right, but they both are the same neighbors. So if there was a case where you are asked a question that was, I want how many circular permutation is possible, but I also want that the neighbors should not be the same, then you tell me. So this mirror this mirror case is equal to neighbors should not be the same, because only in that case mirror image case is equal to neighbor should not be the same case, because only in the case of mirror image neighbors are same. So how many such combination? Equal, half, right? For every combination there will be a mirror image, right? So we have to divide the result by n minus 1 factorial divided by 2 factorial. If you can remember this, if you can understand this, you can solve any problem that you are asked in circular permutation. See, restrictions will come in circular permutation, but that restriction is same as normal permutation. The only thing is how many unique options, how many unique arrangement we are able to make in normal permutation or in circular permutation. If you are able to make n factorial, you take n things and you are able to arrange in n unique things you take, and you are able to arrange, right? And you have to take all the n thing from n things, then npn is the answer, n factorial is the answer. In circular permutation, n minus 1 factorial is the answer. In case of necklaces, n minus 1 factorial by 2 is the answer, because mirror image is actually the repetition. Same necklace, if I just put like this, it is, two cases are being covered. So that those two cases should be counted only one time only. That is why necklace n minus 1 factorial by 2. If there is a situation where people are explicitly telling you that, boy, I want those many counts where neighbors should not be the same, which means that mirror images they don't want you to take as two different combinations. In that particular case, you will divide that by 2, n minus 1 factorial by 2 will be the answer in that particular case. If you remember these two things, n minus 1 factorial and n minus 1 factorial by 2, we are done with circular permutation. We will solve some problems where circular permutation with restrictions we will also try to solve. But you will see that if you just remember these two things, we are done. You don't need to remember anything else. Okay, so that was circular permutation.